It's Madden NFL 24, and it's brought to you by EA Sports.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he...
Touchdown, LA! Kyron Williams, 77 yards. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out, a third-round pick in 2018. He's made a handful of starts across his 5 previous seasons. Mason Rudolph.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And Robinson, the motion man right. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rudolph now to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 69 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rudolph on 3rd down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. Good footwork at the 30. 21-0 our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. Shifts by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Los Angeles.
Stafford on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They juked him. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Stafford now to throw. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee taking it in. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Steelers nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Hey, go here!
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's 3rd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. 3rd quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no alley to be found. The coverage was...
Dropped at the 18.
The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Here's Rudolph. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rudolph looking to throw, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about at 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Rams.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Pushing his way through. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyron Williams.
15 yards.
And the Rams continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kyron Williams
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Rams take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is for this offense.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. 180 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you can always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back?
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Rudolph.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now it's Rudolph.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, it's Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no short.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my